phase, and of course the redevelopment phase of the Gaza Strip.
Right. Thank you, Professor, for sharing that insight. Now we move on to our next news. The Global Sumud Flotilla has entered the most dangerous leg of its journey towards Gaza, now nearing the site where the previous flotilla was attacked by Israeli forces. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has urged the flotilla to accept a compromise and drop off the aid at a port from where it can be delivered to Gazans. A plea so far ignored by the participants and leaders of the Global Sumud Flotilla, as the 47-boat strong flotilla draws closer to Gaza. It is presently crossing the area where the previous flotilla was attacked and forced to abandon their mission of delivering aid to Gaza in person. Now, we're joined by Professor Rohan Gunaratna. He's an international affairs expert, joins us live from Singapore. Thank you, Professor, for staying with us. Now, why did Italy withdraw in such a urgent, or it seems like this is the phase where they need the protection the most? And is there any other country that's still protecting this flotilla?
Italy is subjected to a lot of domestic pressure because there are pressure groups in Italy that has done so many protests and demonstrations, and some of them have turned very violent. But Italy also realizes that these flotillas are not going to make Israel stop their operations, because Hamas did mount a very brutal attack in 2023, October 7th, and unless Hamas is dismantled or Hamas releases the hostages and disarms, there will be no peace. The Italians have come to reality that there is no real positive outcome either for regional or global peace by joining that flotilla.
And what do you think, don't you think that it can still maybe raise awareness about the situation, and also knowing that Greta Thunberg is also in this flotilla? Do you think that they can maybe make some effects or some kind of recognition about the situation and raise awareness still may have some consequences?
Asuma, the main purpose of the flotilla is to, as you said, to raise awareness and also to deliver relief and other supplies. But there is enough relief supplies going into Gaza. The problem is one of distribution, because Hamas is controlling the distribution of aid, food, and other items. So governments that are aware of the real situation, governments that do not want to play politics, they do not want to participate in this flotilla. But some governments are under very significant pressure from their constituencies to participate in the flotilla. What is so important is to work in consultation with Israel, with the United States, with the Arab governments, and of course with the Commonwealth governments. There must be greater cooperation, coordination and collaboration and partnership rather than conflict and confrontation. This flotilla is one that is leading to a conflict and a confrontation, and governments should stop it, because if they don't, there will be another fight.
Right. And Professor, looking further, I would like to also acknowledge that the visuals we are showing now are the live footages coming in from the flotillas itself. And Professor, looking at this, both our discussions from today, what are the potential regional and international consequences if Hamas again rejects Trump's Gaza plan?
Israel has received very significant assistance from the United States to fight Hamas and other terrorist groups that are operating in Gaza. Certainly that level of assistance, cooperation, collaboration will increase. It's not only the United States, but other countries will also assist Israel in the fight. against Hamas and other terrorist groups.
With that, I would like to thank Professor Rohan Ganaratna for joining us and sharing your insight throughout our news.